Hey y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? So in today's video, I kind of wanted to just sit down and film a get ready with me, specifically walking y'all through my morning routine. I feel like I make one of these types of videos every couple months whenever I have a bunch of new products that I haven't showcased in a while, or when I'm just getting ready and I have some time to sit down and film something. Now I do need to get ready. I'm going out to brunch with the girls and I do have some new products here. So I wanted to just walk y'all through my morning routine, show y'all what I do to get ready on a daily basis. So today's video is just gonna be me showing y'all what I'm doing these days when I get ready in the morning and I want to look more put together. This is going to be my skincare and makeup morning routines. So if you're interested to see all that, be sure to stick around till the end of the video. Before we do that though, I do just want to say thank you to all my new and returning subscribers out there. Thank y'all so much for sticking around, supporting my content, and helping me to grow my channel. If you are new here and you haven't already, if you like skincare and makeup related content, be sure to go ahead and click the subscribe and the bell button as well so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, let's get into it. So like I said, this is going to be my general morning routine, skincare and makeup. I've already gone ahead and applied my skincare just because with it being winter and whatnot, I didn't want to sit with a bare face for too long. I didn't want my skin to dry out, but I will go ahead and walk y'all through the products that I've been using lately and what I've been loving. So in the morning, I generally follow a 4-step routine. So I'll tone, use a serum, moisturizer, and then finish everything off with SPF. So for my toner, I've been using this Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. Now I've actually featured this before. I've been using this for, I'd say, about half a year now. It's honestly just such a good toner. My skin loves it. It soaks it up and it hasn't caused me any skin issues. And the ingredients in here are really hyper focused on targeting hyperpigmentation, which is a problem that I've struggled with a lot in the past. So this is just something that I've been consistently incorporating in my skincare routine. I use this both morning and night as my toner. So I started off with this to tone. For my daytime serum, I went ahead and used this Paula's Choice C15 Super Booster Serum. So this is a 15% vitamin C serum. We've got 15% ascorbic acid, which is the active form of vitamin C and has all those wonderful skincare benefits we associate with vitamin C. So it's going to help to promote a more even skin tone, fighting hyperpigmentation. It serves as a potent antioxidant, so it fights off free radicals from things like environmental pollutants and sun damage. It also helps to coax your skin into producing collagen, which also makes it a great anti-aging ingredient. And in addition to the vitamin C, we've got some other potent antioxidant ingredients in here, things like vitamin E and ferulic acid. And these help to provide an extra antioxidant boost in addition to the vitamin C. And they also help to improve its efficacy and stability because vitamin C on its own can be a little finicky. So I went ahead and just put a couple drops in my palm, worked it together, and then patted that into my skin before the toner soaked up. And I let that soak into my skin. And then I went ahead and followed up with this Farmacy 10% Niacinamide Night Mask. Now I know this is my morning routine, so y'all are probably like, why did you put on a night mask? But this actually honestly has more of like a gel cream texture. As a day cream, it definitely is a little bit on the thick side, but it's not so thick that I feel like I can't wear it during the day. And especially now during the winter when it's dry and cold and my skin is facing the elements, I feel like a more heavy duty moisturizer is something my skin needs anyways. So it's kind of like a gel cream texture. It's not really like a heavy cream. It does absorb into the skin really well. So as the name suggests, this has 10% niacinamide, which is a really great skin beneficial ingredient. I've talked extensively about this ingredient in so many videos before. Y'all know I love to incorporate products with niacinamide into my routine. It's great for helping to fight hyperpigmentation, regulate sebum production, improve the appearance of enlarged pores. It helps to promote your skin's barrier health, all that good stuff. And this also has blueberry seed oil in it, which is another great source of antioxidants. So I went ahead and just scooped out a dime-sized amount and patted that into my skin. And then to help seal everything in and finish off my morning skincare, I went ahead and used this Skin Aqua UV Aqua Moisture Gel. So this has great sun protection, SPF 50, PA4+, so top-notch UVA and UVB broad spectrum protection. It applies a little watery, so it spreads pretty easily, and then it dries down to a barely there skin-like finish. So I really love using this to finish everything off because it gives great protection, but it also feels like I'm not wearing anything on top of my skin, which makes it the perfect sunscreen to layer under my makeup. So that's everything skincare related as far as my morning routine. So now let's go ahead and jump into the makeup. So I am going to go ahead and prime real quick just to give me a little bit more of a flawless finish and to help smooth over any pores, fine lines, anything like that I've got going on, so I can have the smoothest finish for my base possible. So I'm using my Supergoop Mineral Mattescreen SPF 40. So this is a sunscreen and primer 2-in-1. I'm just going to use a little bit because I already applied a base layer of SPF, and I'm mainly going to focus it on the areas where I'm concerned about texture and shine. So here in the T-zone and on the cheeks. and I'll apply some up here on the forehead as well. I'm going to take this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm going to go ahead and use that to work it in, but I'm just going to go ahead and kind of like buff it in. I'm not going to swipe or anything like that because I don't want to wipe the product off. I kind of just want to pat it into the skin and really pack it into my pores so I can get that really nice flawless skin finish. For my base today, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a foundation. So today for my foundation, I'm going to be using this Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Long Wear Foundation. So this has all of the qualities of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation that I love. It's long wearing, it has a nice satiny matte finish, it lasts all day long, it doesn't budge, and it's transfer resistant, all that good stuff. So it has all those qualities I love, but it's more of a skin tint. It's not as full coverage as the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a good shake just to make sure all the pigments and whatnot are evenly dispersed because it is a pretty liquidy formula. This also has broad spectrum SPF 19, which I really appreciate. Now obviously I'm not relying on it as my main sunscreen. I've already got my SPF base and the primer, but I'm not going to turn away a product with SPF in it. Any extra sun protection is always welcome. I've given it a very thorough shake, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply it straight to the skin. I'll just apply a little bit to the forehead, each cheek, the nose, chin, and some on the neck as well. Now regardless of how you dispense this, you want to be careful not to use too much pressure because it is very runny. It is very easy to accidentally dispense more product than you intended to if you're not careful with your pressure. So before this drips onto my shirt, I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. I'm taking this same Real Techniques brush that I used to blend out the primer, and I'm just going to use that to buff in the foundation as well. I buffed it in pretty well with the brush and it looks pretty good. I don't really see any brush strokes or anything like that, but just to make sure it's really seamless and I don't have any extra product accumulated in any areas, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a sponge and just bounce over the skin real quick to absorb any excess product. So this is what one layer of this foundation looks like. You can build it up if you want a little bit more coverage, but I'm gonna leave it off at one layer because I wanna leave my skin looking skin-like and I don't want it to look like product is sitting on top. But it does give pretty decent coverage even with one layer, even though it is a skin tint. Really all I see peeking through is I have one little problem area right here that's bothering me right now, but all in all my skin's looking really good. So I am gonna go ahead and just spot conceal here real quick. I don't wanna go ahead and go in with another layer of foundation, but I will definitely go ahead and spot conceal to cover that up. So I'm taking this Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Concealer. This is in the shade 290, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spot conceal as needed. And I'm also gonna just do a tiny bit of concealer under the eyes just to help brighten that area up. Not too much, just a little bit. For the under eye concealer, I'm gonna take a clean side of the sponge and just buff that in immediately. So the under eye concealer is all buffed in. The other areas that I've gone ahead and concealed, I'm gonna let the concealer set for a second. I'm gonna let it have a minute to sit down and set before I blend it out. That way it's a little bit more full coverage. So we're gonna move on to the brows real quick while we let that set. I'm taking this NYX Control Freak Brow Gel and I'm just gonna go ahead and run that through my brows. Alright, so here's the brows set, and honestly when I set them with a brow gel, I don't really feel like I need to go in with a pencil. I feel like they look just fine, so I'm going to leave the brows as is, but I am going to take this brow pencil here. This is from the brand Roen, and this is their vowBROW eyebrow pencil. This is in the shade Dark, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to use it to kind of fill in any areas I feel are a little bit patchy or whatnot. This is a little pro tip for anyone out there that has a beard. If you want to make it look a little fuller, you can take an eyebrow pencil like so and use it to fill in the beard and make it look a little fuller. You want to be careful not to overdo it with the filling in because it can look a little unnatural if you do. It looks better if you take pictures, and as you can see here, it also makes the beard line look a little bit more crisp. So when I do want a little bit more of a crisp and defined look, I will just take the time to go ahead and fill my beard in. So now that I've got my brows and my beard looking right and I've let the concealer set for a second, I'm going to go ahead and buff it in. I'm going to take the same brush that I was buffing in the foundation with. I'm going to use that to buff in the concealer just to make the blend a little bit more seamless. And that way there's not a mismatch between the foundation color and the concealer color. Before I go ahead and layer on any other complexion products like blush or bronzer, I am going to go ahead and set my face real quick. So I'm using this Privacy UV face setting powder. I'm going to go ahead and tap some out into the lid. I'm taking this Real Techniques blush brush. They say this is a blush brush, but honestly, the way the bristles are situated, I feel like this is more suitable for a powder brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and powder my face, focusing mainly on the T-zone. So now everything's all set and I'm ready to go ahead and layer on some complexion Collection products. So first I'm going to go ahead and throw some color on the cheeks. I'm going to start off with the blush. For the blush, I'm taking this Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. I'm using the shade She's So LA. So this is supposed to be like a neutral nudie blush color. There's a cream up top and then a powder down below. I'm just going to go ahead and take the powder. I'm going to skip the cream today. I'm using this Real Technique setting brush, and I'm mainly just going to focus this here on the cheeks. I'm going to layer this underneath the bronzer to kind of just give me like a sun-kissed flush. This color in particular kind of has like a nude sun-kissed flush going to it. It kind of looks like my skin if I were to spend some time out in the sun, and I feel like layering this underneath the bronzer really helps to enhance the sun-kissed effect and really give it some dimension and depth. So I'm just going to go ahead and pack on a little bit of blush first, and I'm also going to run some down the bridge of the nose just to really give me that sun-kissed effect. And then for bronzer, we're going to be taking this Nars Laguna bronzer, this little sample size here that I've been loving recently. I really love how impactful but subtle this bronze is, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over my face. Alright y'all, so this is a blush and bronzer all blended out. I'm not sure how it's coming across on camera. I feel like the bronzer kind of like ate the blush, if that makes sense, but I do still see some of those pink sun-kissed undertones peeking through from the blush. Usually I just stick to bronzer, but sometimes I'll go ahead and mix it up and add a little bit of like a sun-kissed blush in there as well to kind of enhance the bronze effect. So I decided to do that today, and this is what we're looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on quick lip. I'm taking this Merit Tinted Lip Oil, and this is in the shade Taupe. It's just a nice nude My Lip But Better shade. I really do love this lip color so much. It really just has such a good combination between pink and brown. It's just such a nice nude lip color on me, and I'm sure it would look good on so many different skin tones as well. You should definitely check it out if you have your eyes on it. Since I am going out to brunch, and you know, I want to be put together and whatnot, I'm going to go ahead and throw on a little bit of fragrance. So I'm going to go ahead and give y'all the full sensorial experience. So I'm going in with this Replica fragrance by Marcel & Margiela, and this is in the scent Sailing Day. So this has aquatic notes. It's supposed to evoke the scent of the Mediterranean Sea, and I'm always going for a beachy vibe, so that sounded like a fragrance that appealed to me. I tried it out and I fell in love with it, so I went ahead and picked up a full size, and this is now my go-to fragrance. So I go ahead and I like to do a spritz under the shirt, a spritz over the shirt, and then something else I like to do, I don't know where I remember seeing this, but I saw someone do this before, and it's just kind of like a little unconscious life hack that I like to do. I'll go ahead and take my brush and I'll spray the brush, and then I'll just go ahead and comb that through the hair. And you don't realize it, but the heat of your head actually kind of works to help diffuse the scent throughout the day. But that is really it for my morning routine, y'all. So that is what I'm doing now as far as skincare and makeup on days when I kind of want to step it up a little bit and look put together. That's my everyday morning routine, and this is the final result. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Let me know what your morning routine consists of. Let me know what products you use on a daily basis that you can't live without. If you like this video, be sure to go ahead and leave a like. Let me know down in the comments what you liked about it, what you disliked, and also be sure to go ahead and let me know if you have any suggestions for any future video ideas. Leave those in the comments as well so I can keep them in mind when I'm sitting down and thinking of things to film. Like I said, if you haven't already, if you like skincare and makeup related content, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button as well so I can get a notification every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, I should be back shortly with new content. Bye.